Before I found my voice, I found her laugh, the one that raised me, held me, and taught me how to glow from the inside out.
And through every season, every I told you so, every late night talk, she reminded me I birthed more than a daughter. I birthed a whole vibe.
Okay, Mama, don't get cocky now.
I mean, tell the truth, shame the devil.
This podcast is our love letter to each other and to the women who came before us. It's heart, healing, laughter, and just a little bit of tea. Welcome to She Birthed the Vibe. Her laugh, my heart.
What is up, Vibe Tribe? We are back again with another podcast for you guys. Thank you so much for listening in. I'm Mia.
And I'm Ashley.
And good.
Hey, I'm super excited.
Oi, 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 oi.
So today's podcast subject is Mia's thoughts before she turns 18. We are literally one day in a wake up before she is 18 years old.
Hey, yo, it is one day and a wake up. Wait, it's a sleep and a wake up.
Why do you say
No, because I'm going to sleep and wake up tomorrow.
You're
It's 2 sleeps and a wake up.
Okay, yes.
Anyway, guys, let's talk about my thoughts before I turn 18. I don't really know what I'd be thinking. I'd be thinking, where the white men at? That's what I'd be thinking.
Oh my gosh. Dear future husband, you better
You're
be
done.
ready, 'cause she's gonna get you.
I'm going to get him. That sounds predatorial. She gonna get you.
You literally just
No.
said you just was thinking about white men. Like, what are we talking about right now?
No, I put it on my Christmas list.
No way. You better take that off your Christmas list.
Honestly, no, guys. My mom had me submit a Christmas list. So I told her everything I wanted. And I didn't put it on there, but like I really should have put like 6'5", blue eyes, finance, trust fund. Y'all know that TikTok? That's funny. Now that I said I want to talk about my thoughts before I turn 18, I don't really have any thoughts. They all left me. Wow. I heard my mom had some questions, so I'm gonna let her ask a question now.
Wow. Number one thing I'm gonna say is look how easy it is to be forgetful as you get older. Now,
all right. Well, first of all, you're not about to equivalent my forgetfulness to your forgetfulness because you be acting like you're 72 and you had 3 brain aneurysms. I simply have lost my train of thought.
Let me tell you why I called my granny, your Gigi, today because she texted me about keeping pennies. So I guess they're not making pennies in 2026. And so she said they're not making any more coins, no more pennies, keep your pennies. I'm like, oh, okay. I called her. I said, so what does that mean? Like, what does that mean if I keep the pennies? She said, well, it might be worth some money later. I'm like, okay, but as opposed to like pennies being worth money later as when we were keeping it before, she's like, no, but I'm just telling you because I saved up all these pennies when y'all were younger and I gave you and all of your siblings their piggy bank and you spent them. And you didn't just spend your piggy bank, you spent your brother's too because he told me and you said you needed the money. So I'm like, oh, no, let me get the receipts on this conversation. So I called my brother and he's like, I don't really remember. She's like, I had this piggy bank. I gave all y'all the piggy bank. He's like, yeah, I remember the piggy bank, but I don't really know what happened. And she's like, I know what happened. Ashley spent her piggy bank and she spent yours because she hard-headed. And I wish your kids was home right now so I could tell them that you hard-headed. And I was like, no, because you're always telling them something and that's exactly what they say. So then Boomer was like, yeah, you needed some gas to go somewhere. So we cashed in those pennies so you can get some gas. I don't remember none of this, but listen.
First of all, imagine the economy, how good the economy had to be for you to cash in your piggy bank and get a tank of gas.
To get some gas.
You really out here living in the golden ages. Because the way they be talking about kids coming up now, they're not going to be able to buy a house. We're not even going to be able to afford beef jerky. We're going to be eating grass like the horses, let alone trying to get a gas a tank. Talking about some pennies.
Piggy bank. Pennies.
Piggy bank. Piggy bank money.
Listen.
Crazy.
So yes, that was a memory that just got jogged in my memory today because my granny had to let me know that. And my brother confirmed and he was like, you 2 against 1. Okay, got it. I don't even remember that. But anyways,
Now, okay, I feel like that low-key got my juices flowing.
there we
Also,
go.
my granny does tell me that my mama doesn't listen, and that is true. She don't be listening. She's very hard-headed. She's not very good a listener. Okay. So I was thinking about like just the state of the world right now, and I was like, okay, so I like work with kids. Like me and my mom like work with kids, and I really like children. Like I think they're low-key pretty cool people. But I wouldn't like want kids to take home with me type thing. So I was just thinking like I don't know, like having a kid in this day and age just seems very not only like taboo because when I ask like my friends, they're just like, "Oh, kid." Ugh. It's just like everybody's so disgusted by that idea, which they might not be disgusted later, which is true. But I don't know. I just feel like with how everything is going right now, sometimes it just don't be the time.
We got it in writing, guys. Mia says she don't want no kids.
I really don't want any kids. And then one thing, oh, let's talk about this really quick. Things that older people say to me because I'm young that give me the ick. When I tell them I don't want to have kids and they say, "You're going to change your mind." I don't care if that may be true. I feel like that's not the answer that we should give. I feel like that's not the answer. Or like when people go like, "You don't want to have kids." They act like I just said like, "I hope you like die." They'd be like, "You don't have kids." And then they just like act like I just like curse the entire world. I feel like when people act like it's offensive that I chose to not like you're acting like everybody else ain't gonna have kids because I'm not having any. The world will still be like populated without me contributing type thing. But I don't know. I just don't like when older people say that. But I'm low key trying to be like 65 so I can like just act like the old people be acting because they be acting low key kind of rude. But you know my favorite type of old people though? Old white men who have like a pot belly and like they like missing the hair on the top of their head and their little ball, but they got those like not them little like wire like pedo glasses, but they got them like thick, chunky, like World War II type glasses. And he got a belt on with them like loafer type shoes. Or these ones right here. The ones who wear the basketball shorts with like a white t-shirt or like a wife beater because they grandkids ain't really dressing them for real. And then he got his white socks pulled all the way up
Yes.
with his slides on. I'm
can
telling you,
see
them type of old white men right there, they gonna have something funny to say every single time. And I love older like white men because not like romantically, guys, just like comically, because they're so
You
funny.
got to get us
They're no, they're so funny. You gotta hear me out. I love my black grandpa, but like, if I wish I could have like both of them at the same time because they're so funny. They just say anything, and like sometimes what they be saying low key be having a racist undertone. But you cannot tell me as a black person that your grandparents ain't racist. It don't make no sense. If you're like about my age right now, your grandparents are usually like in that sweet spot of they not really messing with all types of colors of people. I know my grandma, I can't bring her to every function after a certain time because she's not nice anymore. I feel like once you hit a certain age, you just don't become nice anymore. But my family be saying I'm mean, which sometimes I am pretty mean. But I'm too young to not be nice anymore. What do you think?
I mean, I don't like to use the word mean. I would say assertive and direct. Some people
No,
like,
Kelly be saying I'm mean.
I mean, that's your sibling. She's going to always say you're mean. You know, individuals who
Sometimes she glazes me.
are frequent with you, they're going to call you those different things, as well as people who just meet you for the first time. Like, that's their perception of you, because some of us got that just stone cold face. That's just perception. But I would stay away from the word of mean, because it's not being mean. You're really assertive. You're really driven. You're really direct. So
Clock day tea
it's
mama.
just the way that somebody perceives it and the way that they accept the way that you communicate. And so that's a them problem, not a you problem. But that's why they have tactically and technically proficient, like speaking to people with respect and consideration. Now that's a whole separate thing. Now you're not going to be disrespectful and then expect people to not call you something. But if you're being respectful and you're just being direct, it's just a hard answer that somebody wasn't ready to hear.
True. One thing, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna think this after I'm 18 too. People like will ask for my opinion, but then they don't be ready to hear my opinion. But I literally be saying like, if I say something like you don't like, I'm not gonna say something that you like. I mean, I might if it's like my opinion for real. I have a lot of very strong opinions. I feel like if you don't have any opinions, like I would rather somebody have like exact opposite opinions to me. I don't care like what you believe, as long as you believe something. You know what I'm saying?
True. Like,
Because I
yeah,
feel like if you don't believe anything, those are the dangerous people.
right. I
Like,
agree.
right. If you have no like moral standing, nothing like you about to stand on business for, like I really don't care if you like believe that the sky is purple or the earth is flat. But you got to stand on that. I feel like if you're not standing on anything or you just be like, oh, maybe, I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't really know. People who say I don't know, I just can never like really get with that cuz I feel like I like opinionated people because I can respect them more cuz I have like a basis on which to respect them, not the fact that I don't know like how they really think for real.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like people who don't have, or I connect, let me just say that. I connect more with people who have a spine or have something that they stand for or something that like an impact. So yeah, I am very concerned when I get people who are just like no cares in the world about anything. Like that's very concerning me because I'm telling you, if I step on your foot like 10 times right now, you're telling me you're not going to respond at all. Now that's a gift, you know what I'm saying? Because I understand people being just peaceful people, but the actual emotion of it hurting you, you should have a response.
I feel like that kind of goes more with temperance. I don't know. Like maybe they're like very slow to anger. But I mean like more like let's say like kids are like starving in Africa and people are like that doesn't have anything to do with me.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That has like everything to do with you and it's like well it's not really my problem. And I feel like sometimes like I feel like Americans have like a really big that's not my problem type mindset until it's their problem
Right.
because like everybody thinks like it won't happen to me but like then it happens to you and then it's your problem. So
Right. Until it's in your back door. Yeah, we were just talking about this at work. We were talking about trafficking, and I cannot understand the people who actually get involved in trafficking, like the ones who drive the van with like 20 girls in it from one state to the other state. And they're like, it's not my problem because they didn't actually take the girls from their home. Well, you transported them in a dangerous condition from one state to the other state. And yeah, you were just a driver, but there's no way you can tell me
right.
you didn't hear people in there.
Or like people what really kills me is like when I really 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 believe like if you don't do anything about it you're just as pretty bad as the people who like are doing it type thing.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Like let's say like I don't know like if a kid's like getting like kidnapped or like you see somebody who looks odd talking to a child that's obviously not theirs, I feel like if you do not say anything, I don't know, I feel like you're kind of like asking for that situation to happen to you. Because then it's like, oh, because like then nobody's like sticking up for you when it happens to you, but that's not what you were doing for anybody else.
Yeah.
But because I feel like the trafficking thing, like sometimes it's hard to watch. I feel like if people were more like, I feel like minding your business is kind of a toxic mindset sometimes.
It is because when we grew up, that it takes a village to raise a child was real. Business down the street were the reason why we acted like we had some sense.
That's true. Now people act like they have some sense because they're not trying to get clipped and be online for 24 years. Like
Exactly.
that'd be crazy to me. Like ain't no way. Like it'd be like little white boys who said the N word in like 8th grade. Bet you ain't getting the job ever, Timothy.
Timothy. Poor Timothy.
I don't really know anybody who did that named Timothy, but I don't know. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like you shouldn't. I feel like personally, I think Timothy knows that he made a mistake, and let Timothy work at Goodwill, bro.
Yeah.
Let Timothy work at Target. He'll be okay.
I mean, but that's the new era, and that's what we were saying at my 20-year class reunion. Like, we would be in trouble if we had the devices that y'all have now because, like, the canceling of things is normalized. Like everybody got something to say about everything. When especially parenting, you better not have nothing to say about parenting to me because you gonna go mind your business somewhere. I'm gonna help you. It's like serious. Like
Huh?
we're not playing that game. Like parenting is like a whole nother subject. But like if you got a kid that's throwing, like I've seen kids throwing stuff in Walmart, tearing up the aisles, and a parent ain't got no control, like stuff like that. Like I would snatch that kid up and take him outside for you. Like we're not fixing to keep doing this. What is the problem here? And I don't care if I'm that one on the video who picked up the child, but that's what kind of world we're in, because I probably could get in trouble for that. But why are we gonna let this kid do this? Like it's just like somebody got to cut the foolishness out.
Did y'all hear that bass in her voice? She's like, and do this. That's how you know she be serious. She when the kids, she always goes back to the kids who be acting up in Walmart. Now, I've been with my mom when we've seen a couple kids cut up, and I'd be like, oh, that's crazy. My mom would have low-key knocked my forehead backwards. That's insane. That's insane right there. That whole thing is insane. But I feel like also, something that I personally like wouldn't really say if I was to have a kid was I understand like exactly how everything for you is going right now. Now I know like my life is significantly different from my mom's life, and my mom's life is significantly different from her mom's life. So I don't think any of us know exactly what how any of us had to grow up type thing. Because I feel like my Gigi doesn't know like how her daughter grew up, and then my mom, and then me. Because it's all very different. And I feel like when adults are like, what do y'all be saying?
Like I was a kid too. I understand, or I get it.
Yes. Adults will say I was a kid too, and then say something completely contrary to the entire thing they just said. They're like, oh, I was a kid too.
But then we got a parent.
Okay, and that's completely true. But delete I was a kid too part out of there, because you could have just been a parent the whole time. But I feel like something that really changed my perspective on like how my mom parents is like when I saw this video and it was like, this is your mom's first time living too. And I was like, bruh, I don't want to hear that. But it just seems like your parents have like been here too long to be acting like that sometimes, definitely. But I would say that's where I started like giving more grace at, because I was like, dang, she really ain't been here before. But parents will really say I've been a kid before and then say something completely opposite. That really used to kill me. I used to be like, then what did you say the first part for? I would rather you just lay down the second part without the whole like trying to console my little feelings right there. But I feel like that's kind of a way to validate, but I feel like in a way it kind of like invalidates it type thing. Because I feel like things for kids now are very, very different. I be having to explain to my mom the lingo and everything. She be trying to use it. I be telling her to stop.
Yeah, I understand that, because y'all can't even fathom what I'm talking about, because you've never seen a day such as that I'm speaking of. And so I do understand that, which is why omitting it is probably more profitable. But also I understand what omitting some things can do to harm
Right.
the knowledge or the understanding of why you're saying or why you're being you and the way you're acting and everything. Like there's a twofold situation. So again, it's one of those lessons learned that all of us parents know. We did the best we could with what we had in the season that we were in. But I mean, with everything, once you know better, then do better. And when you learn the kid and you learn what works, then we shift into a different way to reach them. And so I always say now, like, stop saying like you parented wrong. Kids can't say they parented wrong now. There is a subject that qualifies for a parenting.
You parented wrong?
Yeah, like, but there's like this new sentence of like you weren't a good mom or you weren't a good parent, but that's not the truth. Or the kid, wasn't a good child or whatever. Like that's not the truth. You did the best with what you had in the season that you were in. So there's no wrong answer to that test. You did what you thought you could do or what was best to do. But when you do know you did something wrong, which is what I try to do, if I do know I did something wrong, or I find out that that was the wrong way, or I later choose that that was not the right way and I apologize for it, that's where you fix it. Going back and being like, you know what, I probably shouldn't have done it that way. This is what I meant, what my intent, whatever way that you can have that conversation, coming back and have that conversation with the understanding and what is it, apologetic manner can better help the relationship as a total, like as a futuristic position.
No, I definitely understand that. Do you like how do you feel like you did with raising me?
Man, use the bomb.com. She birthed the vibe. But I think I did a great job. I mean, you made our life easy, like in every capacity, between your father as well as my new husband, as well as my family in general. Like, you've made it easy, though the journey hasn't been easy. But God created you specially, like special. Like, I know He always says He created everybody special, but the way that you were brought up, the way that you developed, it was developed in a special way. And so, I mean, I am proud of, especially your mind. I am proud of the way that you communicate. I am proud of your confidence and your position as a strong Black woman. Like, I am confident that the world better watch out when you come, which is what I say when I put my feet to the ground, and the devil better watch out when I wake up. Because if I wake up, everybody in trouble. That's
Oh
continuing,
snap.
and that is on the opposite end of peace with me. You're in trouble. So I feel like you got all those great aspects, and I'm excited to see what your next journey is going to look like. So I don't think everything was perfect, but I do think you developed into a powerhouse Black woman, and I look forward to what you are going to do as you impact the world positively.
No, I feel like that too. I feel like my mom did a really good job. I feel like with everything that we were going through, it definitely wasn't perfect, but I feel like, I don't know, for me to turn out the way I am now, something was definitely done right. So I like that.
Awesome.
Honestly,
I'm proud
let's
of
talk
you.
about turning into your mom, because I don't know if anybody
Hey.
else. My mom gonna send me. Let me tell you. So I think I low key started this because I've been sending my mom reels on Instagram. So she started sending me some back, and recently she been spamming me. Recently she have not left my phone alone. Every second I'm like, I'm in class. She be sending me stuff and I'm in school. You need to get something to do.
I gotta send you this real quick. I synced it.
Bruh. But she recently sent me one where it's like me sitting back watching my daughter become me, but I don't know if to be scared or to be proud. And I be thinking that all the time, like not if I'm like scared or proud to be my mom, because like I would take the good things and not really like the bad things. But
Yes, leave all the bad things in the trash can, burn somewhere.
bruh, bruh. But I was gonna say, like, sometimes I will legit catch myself doing things that my mom does. And recently, I be in the car listening to music, and I be bopping my neck so aggressively, like the way my mom be doing. And I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna mess around and really catch arthritis in the back of my throat, because what am I doing right now? And I really catch myself, and I be thinking, like, ain't no way I'm going out like that.
Hey.
Ain't no way I'm going out like that. Or like I'll say things that she says, or like I'll do things that she does, and then I'll literally, like, I remember the other day, like I think I did like a dance move or something that she be doing, and I literally sat in the middle of my closet and I was like, we gotta end this right now. This is not how our life will go on. Like we need to just start afresh, start anew. Maybe we should take a nap and wake back up. I don't know what we should do, but I know that something's got to change, and it's got to change right now.
Man, you need to keep them dance moves. Them dance moves gonna get you
Bruh, them
rocking.
dance moves ain't gonna get me nothing but probably a restraining order. I don't know what type of dance move she be having. She
Wow.
don't do nothing but this one dance move. It's either
Wow.
she's popping her hips to that little fan song, where them fans at, or she does this one move with her kneecaps. But she low key needs to stop doing. She can't be doing that because she hurt her ankle or her foot or something. I think it was her foot. But you know.
It's the part that you only can think of what I heard. All the times that I done brought y'all back to life, and you don't even know what actually I hurt.
What? I don't get sick. Only time I ever get sick is when you and your bum of a daughter keep getting me sick.
But that don't
No.
mean you didn't get sick, and that don't mean that I didn't have to help bring you back to life.
No, let me tell you what she did. She about killed me one time.
And you
She
did
put
hurt
me in a
yourself.
sack of potatoes and heated me so hot I thought I had a temperature of 107 degrees and my brain almost exploded.
The old remedies still work, and we were just talking about this too at my
So
class
it's
reunion.
seeming like you don't do any work, you just be talking.
Yes, that's what I do now.
Everywhere you just be talking.
That's
We were
my
just
new
talking about this
life.
at my job. We were just talking about
That's
this.
what I do in my new life. I just chit chat. You want to have a yapping session? Chat with me, friends.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Okay, what was y'all talking about?
About the old remedies. Well, we talked about this already in another episode, but about the old medical remedies that help you come back to life the next day.
No, it actually did. It helped me come back to life in like 3 hours. I was really up and at 'em. But now I just like take medicine. But let me tell y'all something that I learned today. If you take, so let's say you're supposed to take Tylenol, like 500 milligrams of Tylenol every 6 hours, right? Let's say I take a Tylenol and then 4 hours go by and I'm like, okay, I think it's kind of wearing off. I take another Tylenol. Now I'm at 800 milligrams of Tylenol, even though I started off at only like 500. And it's probably more closer to 9 because like every time like you wait even a little bit earlier, it like bumps up drastically. And that's how people overdose on medicine and die. Well, like when they don't try to do it on purpose.
Right.
Yeah. And I was like, dang. I think I'm low-key immune because I'm pretty sure I've done that multiple times when I was having those horrific period cramps.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that too.
That's what I'm going to say. That was one season of your life that really broke my heart.
My period cramps?
Yes.
No, my mom would really be in the bathroom with me like, my baby, my baby. She would just have like one thing to say. And she'd just be like, you know when you look in your mom's eyes and you just know she like feeling for you right now?
Yeah.
Like she would just be sitting there like looking so sad. And I'm like, I don't really have time to like watch her be sad and throw up at the same time. So I just had to throw up. But I don't know, like that in that moment, like I could see like she was for real in pain. She was calling people, asking them like, who has this? Who gave her this?
Yeah. Like I'm getting teared up now, but it was just so hard to watch her suffer like that, and I didn't know what.
And I was suffering.
Like there's nothing I could do. Like if I could just take it from her, I would, but it was just nothing.
I'm telling you, I really think like those were abnormal period cramps. Like I do not think that was regular, and I'm telling you, like I think my mom, it would have been worse on my mom had she had to take that because her body's like already like more broken than mine is. Not like no offense, but like I'm pretty sure
you offending. The offense is taken. You keep talking about my body, and my body is healthy and whole. It is recovering.
I know, but you remember that's why you have the disabilities, remember?
Don't say remember and don't say disabilities in the same sentence.
Bro, I was just saying because she was in the military, guy, so she has like a couple of like everything is a little bit like worn down, kind of.
Friends, I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth on this conversation.
Bro, no, like no disrespect. I'm just saying, like she's had a little bit more life. She's a little bit more seasoned than I am. My body's like fresh, type thing. But listen, so I was like, I really think like that would have hurt her way more than it hurt me because it was killing me. Like it felt like somebody had a jackhammer. I don't know. It felt like somebody had like a rusty, dull saw, just like chop like I don't know. Like you ever seen that Mario game where you have to like one person has to like push the saw and then pull the saw and push it and pull it? That's what it felt like on my uterus. It was horrible. And then on top of that, I was throwing up everywhere. And then my head hurt. And everything is aching. And all my sisters looking at me like I'm crazy. And I'm running around in the house like an alien.
Yeah, I think that was hard on everyone. And I think truly, that would have been hard on my body in this season and in any season after having your sister, because I did have her natural. And I'm telling you, again, I applaud every individual who thinks having a kid natural is the best option, because that almost took me out. It was the worst pain I ever felt in my life. And so when Mia was having those horrible menstrual cycles, like vomiting slash like contractions, what I felt like she was having, and that was horrible. And it's just something I wouldn't want anybody to have to suffer through. And she literally was suffering through it. There was no suck it up and drive on with that experience. Like it was taking over her body. And so I think that as a parent, that's the worst thing when your kids is in a unhelpable position that you just have to sit there with them and just hope that it passes.
True. True that. True that. Sometimes, like, my period sneaks up on me a little bit. I don't, like, really have to do the bleeding anymore, but sometimes she'll, like, cramp on me just to show me that she's still around.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do have a couple questions because we are wrapping up, but I think we talked about it before, but I wanted to ask it in this season because we're talking about thoughts. Mia's thoughts before she turns 18 and 2 wake ups in one day. If you could talk to your younger self, what would you tell her?
I would tell my younger self that, I mean, depends on how young I am. If I was like 0 to 10, I would tell my younger self that nothing lasts forever.
Mm.
And if I was like 0, if I was 10 to 16, I would tell myself that I would tell myself to be quieter. Like I would tell myself to kind of like be still. But I would also tell myself to be physically quieter. And I mean, 17, I would be like, girl, live it up. Club going up on a Tuesday. That's what I would say.
My goodness. This song. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, how old will I be in 5 years?
You don't have to do 5 years. Like you can either do 5 years or you can say like, what would your future after 18 look like for you?
In 5 years, I'll be 23. Couple days shyer, late at 23. I don't really know. I mean, I know what I want to do, and I would like to be 23. Okay, I should have my bachelor's degree by then. I hope I'm doing something in the legal system. I don't know if I'm gonna like be a full-blown lawyer by then, but I really hope that I'm either an elected judge by then. Maybe I can skip the lawyer part, but I would really like to be a lawyer by that time, or at least interning, or at least like a legal aid. I want to live like in like I don't know. I probably live next to my mom so I can steal her groceries.
Now she's already. If you want to say
Every time I come to her house, I get one of those like reusable bags, and I always pack it up.
I'm telling you, like I watch videos about this, about people who are empty nesters, and that's like the one thing that they like miss, or that's the one thing that they cringe. Like the chick already knows how to go in my refrigerator, come in my house, steal all my groceries like it's the grocery store, and then leave.
Whole time though, she likes it for real. She's like playing hard to get. We're playing hard to get right now. I go to her house, I steal a couple clothing items, I bring them back later. She's like, Mia, that was mine. It's a little game we play.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one too.
I'm right on that one. She enjoys the game. If we stop playing the game, she'll be sad. She'd be sad. She's like, oh, my baby.
I do make sure that I have plenty in here for the taking of the way of the older child.
One time she even packed me mayonnaise in a bag. That's how dedicated she is. She be thinking that I'd be stealing, but she low-key be packing the stuff up for me. She be packing it up for me. Mind you, that just reminds me I got some enchiladas in the refrigerator I'm about to handle.
Yeah. You have not eaten them yet? Because I would
No, I ate some of them, but like I low-key for a solid like day. I forgot I had those today. But I had some yesterday, so I'm going to tear them up tonight.
Listen, your sister got one in this fridge, and I'm going to eat hers. I ain't even playing. But yeah.
She said, I ain't even playing.
The last question is, what kind of woman do you want to become?
I would want to become the kind of woman that like sticks up for other people. It really like peeves me when people like bother people because they think like that person like won't like talk for themselves. But low-key, I'll talk for other people. I like to talk anyway. But I would want to be the type of woman that people like. I was gonna say I want to be the type of woman that people look at and like they want to be like, but I don't know. The public view is skewed, so no, cancel that. I want to be the type of person that I can look at in the mirror every day and be like, you
Period.
know what? She ate that.
Period.
You low key out here clocking tea.
I also learned something today or heard something today. They said people don't. Where is it at? Everything you are. Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one too. But it says everything you are is responsible for everything that you have. And then it said something to the extent that people see you the way you see you. So, like you were saying, like the way that other people see you. And so sometimes I think that people see me in a way that's more than me, right? But then that's just that if that sentence is true, I'm thinking that I am less than I should be looked at. And so I think that is a key statement because people see you how you see you. And so how you carry yourself is how they're going to see you. Like looking at somebody as face value, you can already read the book. But then you got to talk to them and get a little bit deeper because I'm telling you, the amount of times that you look at somebody and you know their voice already, but then they start talking and you are just surprised. You're blown away.
You're right.
You're wrong. So the way they carried themselves made you think that they had a boisterous, strong voice. But then you get to that same person and they got the little mouse voice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I love that because they're not just talking about the person; they're talking about the way people see, and that's the most important part whenever you're thinking about who you're going to be, especially in the fields that you're going to work in, as far as legal, lawyer, justice. You're going to be having to give justice to other people or honor justice towards other people, and so people are going to see the way that you see you. So you make sure, like you just said, the way you look at yourself in the mirror is what's going to matter before anything else matters, because that's all they're going to see until they get to know you. And then you're going to show them something else.
Right. And I love that because I have always I'm not a big reputation person, and it's gained me some friendships, it's lost me some friendships, but I personally will never really care. And I know it's okay, well, if you're a lawyer, you want to have a good reputation. That's kind of different because if you play a sport and you're 3-0, that's your reputation regardless of you as a person type thing. If I'm winning the case, that has nothing to do with me as a person. That has to do with the case and how well I present the thing. That's my job. That's my occupation. That's what I'm doing. That's not who I am type thing. Which is why every time somebody's a lawyer, they're like, so you're gonna represent a pedophile? Allegedly. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they aren't. They're a pedophile, allegedly. I feel like everybody deserves the same, which that's the law. I feel like everybody deserves the same innocent until proven guilty thing. Now, after that, after he's guilty, I'm like, oh, a pedophile. Oh, no. But, I mean, if the prosecutor did their job right, he wouldn't be outside anyway. I don't know. I feel like the lawyers, you really get the butt end of the stick because don't be mad at me. You need to be mad at Jerome over there with the improper notes.
Not the improper notes. I'm telling you, y'all better be ready. I am going to have my popcorn in any courtroom that Mia is presenting at.
Bruh.
I cannot wait for this show.
I just feel like mom is the type of person to yell, "That's my baby," and the judge goes, "Please leave."
Yes, I'm gonna get escorted out every time I got it. That's what I've been telling myself now. I'm like, but you have to sit in there. You have to be quiet. Be a fly on the wall. You cannot say a thing. Because you know how I talk.
You can't even record it.
that's how I talk to the TV. So I'm like, you cannot be up in here talking to this TV. Like, you cannot.
Right. No, she does yell at the TV. But I've never been like a big reputation person. I do not care if 30 people say like every day I clap both my feet together for 30 minutes a day. Then I guess that's just 30 people who think I clap my feet together for 30 minutes a day. I really do not care. Because at the end of the day, like, it's just gonna be me. I have to live in my own body. I have to see like the world through my own eyes. So reputation really never mattered to me because it's not like it hangs like above my, it's not like a little paper that like is above my head and you like read the whole thing. And half of your reputation is not actually true. It's not like a rap sheet, like things that you've been convicted for. It's literally just things that people think in their mind, and then bang, they say it out loud. That's your reputation.
Mm.
So I mean, personally, I've never really cared. Or people who like want to be. I personally know that I will never ever be everybody's friend, and that's usually how I gauge that I'm doing the right thing because ain't no way. Out of 200 people, I agree with all 200 of them. Now, I respect all 200 of them. I can love all 200 of them. But no way I can be like in your face all day because we have like the exact same values. That means like I have some shaky values or we all have to be test tube babies. And I ain't no test tube baby. So somebody in here is wrong. So that's how I feel about that. I don't really be having a lot of thoughts before I turn 18. I just be like, man, I'm turning into an unk. Kelly's gonna call me an unk every day, and that's gonna make me sad. Mom, tell her not to do that, or I'm gonna get sad. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her don't do it for a month.
Yeah, tell her not to do it till like Christmas time.
Okay.
And if she do it, I ain't getting her no Christmas gift.
Well, don't tell her that part.
No, I'm gonna tell her that.
Be out of a Christmas gift.
I found these boots for Tasia. She's gonna die.
All right, friends. Well, that is a wrap. Mia's thoughts before she turns 18. This is her voice before she becomes the 18-year-old Mia with a new voice.
And then my voice gonna drop like this.
Oh, please know then there's something wrong and we must go to see a doctor immediately.
No.
Anywho, I'm super proud of you, Mia. I'm super excited for you.
I'm super proud of you, Mom.
Oh, thank you.
I'll take that back.
Listen, she melts my heart. She sent me the little blue bird.
Bruh, I sent her one reel of a bird and she just been cracked out.
I'm about to play it today after we are done with this session, but it's so cute the way she wakes up knowing that she has the best mom ever. I love it. Thank you, Mia. I'm proud of you.
You're done.
For everything for making my life easy and then making it hard when you made it hard. But it's okay. That's what I'm here for. It's my duty. But
she loves to say it's her duty.
Yes, you're going to have a great venture. Just remember that I'm always there. And there's nothing that you can do that will make me stop loving you or make me not have your back. Just call me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I love you.
Love you too. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will
Thank you guys.
We'll talk to y'all later. And don't forget, share this information and everything with other people. We have some exciting things coming up in the future.
Exciting things coming soon. Ideas by me.
Come on now. She always want to take the credit, but listen, for real.
The big idea was Mom's idea, but all the little ideas by me.
Mia, yes. Mia closing it out. So yes, I'm excited about what we have in store for She Birthed the Vibe, Mia and Ashley. So let's continue to share, like, follow, and comment. Thank you all for who made some of those comments. Today or soon, there's going to be a lot more conversations like that. So please tune in. Talk to y'all later.
Later.